Now then, let's stay in East Asia. We've been to South Korea, to Indonesia this half hour already. We're going to talk now to our BBC Monitoring China analyst, Kerry Allen. Hi, Kerry.
Hey, Ben.
About a story, well, we've talked about it a bit already this week, the Chinese swimmer Sun Yang, and we talked about the treatment he got on the podium on a couple of occasions, actually, at the World Swimming Championships in South Korea, where other swimmers refused to share the podium with him. Just remind us of that background, Kerry.
Yeah, so back on Sunday, this is a long feud actually between Sun Yang, who's a big star in China. I mean, he's actually one of the biggest Olympic athletes. He's won lots of gold medals, and he was competing in the World Aquatics Championship in South Korea on Sunday with Mac Horton, who he's had a spat with since the Rio Olympics in 2016. Back then, Mac accused him of doping and of taking drugs, and so what happened was on Sunday, basically Mac got bronze medal. He got a bronze medal, and Sun scored gold, and he refused to stand on the podium. And what's happened since is literally lots of other swimmers have started kind of getting involved in this spat and refusing to either shake Mr. Sun's hand or to shake his hand and say, yes, I support you, etc. So it's turned into this big spat that everybody in China has been following.
And there are claims that Mr. Sun has violated doping protocols that he certainly denies, and that's at the root of some of the complaints about him as well. Now, when you, as you do, send all of us here information about what Chinese people are talking about on social media, this has been one of the conversations today, their support of their swimmer, their big star.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this man's got 32 million followers on Weibo, and because he's such a big competitor in the Olympics, and he always is one of the golden boys, really. There's so much praise for him, and people can't understand why lots of other athletes are starting to get involved in this spat. So what we've seen earlier in the week is a British swimmer, Duncan Scott. He told reporters that he was Team Mac and called Sun Yang a loser. And today there's a Brazilian swimmer, João de Luca, there's video all over Sina Weibo, which is China's Facebook or Twitter equivalent, and he's been shown refusing to shake Sun Yang's hand. So yeah, thousands of social media users are using the hashtag Sun Yang's handshake was rejected, and they're all talking about why is this happening? Why, because he's such a big star for China, and it is quite a disrespectful thing to do at that kind of level, to actually snub somebody, not shake their hand when you're competing. That people are really shocked about it and surprised and saying that they think it's rude and disrespectful.
So what do they think is at the heart of it? Are they alleging some kind of prejudice against Chinese competitors?
Oh, absolutely. And this really ties into, I mean, there's been a big media campaign from China in recent years. I mean, it's got itself involved in all sorts of international spats. So there's been with the US, with the Sino-US trade war, with Canada, with the arrest of Huawei's CFO. There's always spats going on with big international countries. And so the fact that these competitors from countries in the West and Australia are refusing to shake hands with Sun. China's saying that it's almost turning it into a diplomatic incident, and saying that that foreigners are being shameless and they're maliciously smashing China. At the same time, there are some people who are saying, I mean, Sun Yang's not actually put out a statement on social media. He seems to have been relatively kind of trying not to get involved in all of this. I mean, he did give a statement earlier today saying that he won't be insulted and slandered, but some people are saying that maybe he's just giving off an unfriendly attitude.
Interesting stuff. And I was just refreshing my memory of the history of the allegations of doping against him. Banned for 3 months in 2014 for taking a prohibited stimulant, and then missed a doping test in September 2018, but was later cleared of wrongdoing on the grounds that testers had breached several rules. So some interesting backstory that is at the heart of some of the complaints of the competitors, but also there's obviously some personal beef between them as well. Kerry, as ever, thanks very much indeed for helping us understand some of the stories being discussed on social media in China. That's Kerry Allen.